Welcome to the Openly Honest Podcast, where the truth may not set you free,
but it's damn sure keep you openly honest. I'm John.
I'm Jason Terrell.
Let's keep it openly honest, baby.
So today, we're talking about social injustice, everything that's going on, the rioting, the looting, the peaceful protesting, the police abuse, the crooked system, the everything. Just
Everything. The whole Black Lives Matter movement, but we don't want to focus this on just the Black Lives Matter movement. We want to talk about social injustice, period.
I don't agree with everything they be saying.
Exactly. I kind of don't either.
Yeah.
You know,
so I understand what they be trying to do, and black is a color also. We African Americans.
Yeah.
You know, we're not black. That's
Absolutely.
something. Black, the definition of black is emptiness, nothing.
Okay.
That's something they tried to give to us.
You better preach. Come
I'm
on.
just saying, that's something they tried to give to us to make us feel like, oh, we're black, cool. Nah, black is emptiness and nothing. They're telling us we're nothing.
Okay.
We're African American. Our melanin is worth $500 an ounce. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, man.
So, how do you feel about? First of all, I want to hit on the killings and stuff like that. Rest in peace to George Floyd,
Rest in peace,
Breonna
George Floyd.
Taylor, all these people that even right now that are coming up and being killed by social injustice in some form or fashion. Rest in peace to them. Shout out to their families.
Yeah,
We're praying for
definitely.
you guys. But how do you feel about this history of killings from Trayvon Martin to George
I'm
Floyd?
happy you said Trayvon Martin.
Because
I have
I
one
think
question, though.
that right there was not the start of it, because it's been going on
Forever.
for generations and generations, but the
It was the
one
first
where it
big public
exploded.
yeah.
It was a public explosion.
You know how
So
I feel about that? I'm going to be very bluntly honest, and this is not right. I'm going to let y'all
this is
know.
Openly Honest Podcast. Be honest, man.
I'm trying to figure out how Zimmerman's still alive. Why ain't nobody killed him? Y'all, they killing each other all day, but nobody done killed him. He walking to the store every day getting Skittles. Ain't nobody killed him yet. Everybody talking about all these rap songs, they killing and doing this, these dudes out here in the street.
The way the
why
system
nobody
is, man.
why nobody killed Zimmerman?
The way the system is.
That's crazy. That's what I don't understand.
But how do you feel about what you've been seeing?
I don't agree with the looting, but I understand it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I understand it completely.
Okay.
You know? I don't agree with it, but I mean, it got their attention.
Yeah.
See, a lot of stuff starting to change.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
the peaceful protesting, they was doing their best, putting their best foot forward. Police was still pepper spraying them, beating them up.
Same.
Then once they start looting in Calabasas and Beverly Hills and all
Yeah,
that, and all of a sudden, how can we
exactly.
fix this?
Because I seen one person say that, you know, the loot, like people will be like, well, why are you looting your own communities? It's like, these ain't our communities, man. We don't own nothing in here.
Nothing in here.
Especially as we're and for our audience, we're talking as black men. We are black men, so that is the only point of view we can come from.
Yeah.
So when we say these are our communities, no black people own these communities that we're in. It's all owned by either whites or Asians or some Hispanic
Or
people
corporations.
or big corporations like Target, like AutoZone, like all these things that's been catching on fire and stuff. But we don't own these communities, so therefore we're not terrorizing our own communities. We don't really have any communities, and that's the messed up part about it.
Yeah, we ain't got no communities really.
But
they kind of labeled them more communities.
exactly,
Yeah.
because it's black people in the community.
Yeah,
We go
exactly.
shop there. We go,
Oh, that's
you know,
the black community. No,
Exactly.
This is the hood where y'all put us at.
exactly. We ain't got no other way but to be here.
Exactly.
So, how do you feel about it?
I feel like I feel like it just needs to be a lot of change. Like, there's nothing we could do. I mean, there's not nothing we could do. Yeah, there's nothing we could do about 400 years ago.
Yeah.
We can remember it.
That's what we're
never
supposed
forget
to do.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
But we can't harp on it.
Yeah.
George Floyd, rest his soul. Now that happened, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do for the future so it won't be no more George Floyds and Trayvon Martins and Breonna Taylors? It's time to change and plan and come up with stuff, because all this fighting and breaking stuff ain't going to lead nothing to more of us getting killed. They're just giving them a reason to shoot us.
Absolutely.
Like, we got to think with some of this next generation. I don't know. I don't have an answer. The next generation got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, everybody need to come together as a collective.
Yeah.
And think, like, what can we do? What's the first step? Like, buy Black Bank. A bank is $50,000 to start.
You got 50 racks?
I can get it. Find a way. Black Bank, you know, everybody put their money in Black Banks. black farm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody go to black restaurants and eat these ribs and all this stuff, but it didn't come from a black farm. If we get a black farm, we could solely get from black farms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's different things that they could do. It's time to really elevate
Everything.
and I hate saying black, the African American.
Yeah.
Because black is just
a color.
it's a bad term. Yeah, it's like a bad term, but like giving these African American things that's really ours. You know what I mean? That we don't have to depend on others. We need to be solely dependent on ourselves to where we don't have to get anything from any other race.
Yeah.
Not saying like we're not gonna deal with them or don't like them. Just saying we need to be fully dependent on ourselves.
And I think that does what that does too is also we dependent on ourselves, and also other cultures can depend on us as well to grow our growth.
Right.
Because that's what it seems like happening for a long time, is that the government has built all these different or not built all these companies, but has empowered white people to build all these companies, right? And every culture in some form
We can't
is
even say white
dependent.
people. We gotta say rich people.
Or rich people.
Yeah.
Rich people. Rich people have gotten these companies where every culture depends on it in some form or fashion, right?
Yeah.
So, like for instance, AutoZone. I'm just gonna say AutoZone. Every culture goes to AutoZone, right?
Everyone,
Because everybody got a damn car.
Exactly.
So if a black-owned AutoZone comes up, then that can empower people. I mean, that can have other cultures come buy from us.
Black part so.
That can have other cultures come buy from us and expand black-owned businesses to open other black-owned businesses.
Right.
And I think that's a great thing. I know a lot of people have come up with certain ways to do it and certain methods to do it and stuff like that. But you know, you just gotta follow.
I was in there thinking, man, I might do that myself.
We gotta come up with some money.
Yeah, we do.
But,
Definitely. But what I was gonna say was that was a good example. Like, and that's Walmart, bro. Target. You know how much money people be spending in there?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot is an understatement. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
A lot is an understatement.
We need a melanin market. You feel me? You feel me?
Hey, you better copyright it.
I'm telling
You better copyright that.
We need something like that. Like for all people though, not just for us. We want it for everybody, but we need to be the ones to own it. We need to be the ones to put it together and get it happening.
Because I think a lot of people think this time is a white versus black.
It's not.
When it's
everybody versus racism.
Exactly. Everybody versus racism, and it's just everybody wants to change, no matter what color they are. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't want to change. There are a lot of people that like what's going on and stuff like that. Or there's some people that even want segregation.
Right.
Personally, I don't feel that's the right thing to do. Just because it divides everybody and it keeps that tension between us. Exactly. I got white homies. I got people of different culture homies. I'm not saying that all these people are bad.
Yeah.
And they're not.
I mean, I don't have no problem with nobody. I just Asians speed up when y'all drive. That's my only knock. I just want y'all to drive a little faster. I can get over, get around. Just try to do 40 at least. 25 on the freeway. You're supposed to be all the way to the right. So I love y'all though.
Exactly. I love my Mexican people. I love my Asian people. I love my white people. That's just the way it should be. So I don't necessarily think segregation. Maybe in some form it might help, but I think in an all-around form, if you look at the entire picture, it's going to build hate.
Yeah. The crippled blood pigs, they segregated and they building hate.
Exactly. So one thing we kind of want to hit on is with this social injustice combo that we're having, a big part plays into police brutality. And that is like not the biggest, but it's pretty damn big in social injustice. Exactly. So me necessarily, I don't have a lot of experience with the police. I've only been pulled over 3 times. I think, and most of the time the cop has been pretty decent, pretty like a human being to me, and he's treating me like a human being.
There's good cops out there,
but I necessarily know you haven't had that fair treatment.
Man, I got.
So tell
beat out of me.
So tell one
good story.
One good story.
Man, look, me and my wife got in an argument, right?
Okay.
I told the police. I'm like, I'm gonna leave. I was drinking though. I told them I don't want to get a ticket for walking intoxicated, and I don't want to get a DUI driving. Y'all know I've been drinking.
Okay.
I said, it's like, we could drop you off. Now, I'm from LA. LAPD say that you walk drunk and just let whatever happen happen. I was in Riverside County. I'm like, all right, maybe it's a little different out here. Man, I got in that car. They took me behind. Stater Brothers beat the hell out of me in the alley. Looking, praying to God, I seen some cameras. Please let it be some cameras here. No damn cameras. It made me think they do this all the time. They know there ain't no cameras over here. That was in what 2015. That was 5 years ago.
So with that experience, what do you think? What change do you want to see within police?
We need somebody policing the police.
Okay.
Or we need to police ourselves.
Okay.
Like we need to either break away from the whole. I ain't gonna say the whole judicial. We might have to. We might have to just break away from the whole American judicial system and kind of be like rebels, or we need somebody to police the police.
So,
like the people of our color policing the police.
So like the Black Panthers.
Yeah, policing the police.
What they were.
But like a corporate Black Panther.
Okay.
Like somebody with a badge too that can come and say, no, you're not doing it right. That when they respond to a call, they show up at the call and watch them.
So pretty much you want an eye in the sky or a supervisor, a human person, a supervisor
Of
to
color.
every cop
Of color.
of color
That they
or
got
a
supervisors.
minority of something
That watch them.
to watch them apprehend whatever they need to do.
Any minority though. They gotta be.
But what if it's a Mexican dude, right? Because let's not get it twisted. Mexicans get their ass whooped
Yeah,
too.
but some of them, they on that other side too.
You right.
Some of them, just like some black people on the other side
Yes,
too.
you right.
They go against their own people.
Yeah.
But we gotta find one that's for us. I mean, the dude that's still there when George Floyd got killed was Asian. So we
Yeah.
can't just put any minority in there.
You right.
Because he might just sit there and watch somebody get killed too. Ain't nothing happening. He was resistant.
Yeah.
So we gotta get somebody of color that's for us that we know. Like a superhero. They
Okay.
can put Cat Williams in there. I'd be like, nigga, let's go. Like, let him police him. Somebody we know that
You know
we
you
can
gonna say
trust.
something then, yeah. I
Like
feel you.
Barack Obama, anybody that we know.
So you
public
think there should
figure
be pretty much elected people
to police the police?
to police the police that
Yeah.
that the people agree with?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. I see.
Especially LAPD, NYPD. Those are some of the biggest corrupted police departments. Like they definitely need policing. Any Houston police, like we got some racists in there, which is bad because it's a lot of good cops.
It's a lot of good cops, and we're not sitting here saying that all cops are bad.
And
We
it's
know
some
they're
good
not.
cops.
We know they're not.
They're
We know
good
that
cops.
there are real good humans that is in the police force that do the right thing
Yeah.
every day.
It's
Because
like if you're in
that
a war-
always overshadows good.
If you're in the war, Sparta in the war, 300, they going against Xerxes and them. If one of them kill them, they like, oh, I'm evil. You
Yeah.
feel me? They not
Right.
gonna just be like,
You're right, because it's that
like,
message was
they
already
cool over
that
there,
message
but
was
they-
sent.
Yeah, the message was sent.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. You
But-
don't have time. That's just like all white people aren't racist, but you don't have time to sit and analyze everybody.
Yeah, and
You know
it
what
would
I'm
never
saying?
happen because there's so many people. It's too
Right.
many people in the world
Right.
to sit there and analyze everybody's ideas.
Right.
So that's why we have to come together
Right.
and have one idea
Exactly.
and go with that.
But
So
it's so hard with so many.
So-
And then you have to look at all the negativity, especially from people of color. African Americans, man, I be sitting there looking, people come up with ideas on social media, major figures. That's stupid. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
These niggas just go kill each other again. I be like, you niggas is putting more
yeah,
negativity. out here than
they just
anybody
spitting out
else.
negativity instead of
Like, let's just try, nigga. Let's get to work.
exactly. But not even that. Like if I put an idea toward it,
Don't just shoot it down.
if you don't even just don't shoot it down. Tell me how I can make that idea better.
better, I see where you going. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man.
because like you said, they just shooting out negativity, knows how it works. Okay, we'll come up with a
What you got?
Exactly.
What
Let's
you
hear
got?
your idea, or let's mix the idea in some form
And
of
9
fashion.
times out of 10, they ain't got nothing. They just want to be negative.
They just want to be negative. Exactly.
Everybody just needs to quit the negativity and really come together. Which, man, I've come to the conclusion. I pray to God that this is not true. My kids are gonna be marching 50, 60 years from now. Ain't nothing.
I hope not.
I hope not. I pray
Like
they
you
don't.
said, I pray to God, no.
But I think it's going. These niggas don't want to come together.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of.
You know, I mean, people getting killed in LA right now. It's like 6, 7 different gang wars going on right now.
You see the big shooting in Chicago that killed. I mean, that
104 people on
104
Father's Day
people?
weekend. Come
It's
on, bro.
ridiculous.
These niggas
So
don't-
it starts with us. Don't get me wrong, and I think that
I was gonna tell somebody to stop killing us when we killing us.
yeah, but I think that's not the main focal point. I think it starts with us, and I think most people have recognized that it starts with us. But without other people playing their part in this, it won't ever have a end to racism or anything.
You know
and I don't
what's
ever think there'll be a end to racism because everybody's gonna think in their own form, no matter what.
No matter what, yeah. You know what's cold though? The cold part of the whole situation is, even if they stop killing us, they put us in this position in these neighborhoods and these situations where we're less fortunate that we're gonna always kill each other
Because we gotta survive.
because we have to survive.
We're not living to live. We're living to
We need
survive.
somebody to go up in there too and stop that. If we gotta go to, man, I'd probably get backlash from
But it gotta start somewhere.
We gotta kill every gang member, all the ones that don't want to listen. Sorry, y'all. I'm still on y'all side a little bit, but I'm changing.
Yeah.
But we gotta kill every gang member that don't want to go with the change and bring everybody together. That's like the only option. Otherwise, I think it's just gonna keep happening.
Because you gotta look at yourself. It really starts with yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, man, how can I help change?
Like, I'm gonna be like, John, you gotta stop shooting them niggas over there. I just shot one last week. How that's gonna work?
Exactly.
Your generation is junkies. All they talk about is pills, lean, perks.
But they still talk about killing and stuff like that.
They
Even
talk
though,
about killing themselves.
but even though a lot of them don't even do that. They don't like. I was watching. I forgot what the artist's name was, but all the stuff he's saying, he's like, I don't have none of this. I don't do any of this.
What he say?
Like killing and stuff like that, or like I got pills, I got clothes in this form and fashion. But he said I don't have any of this stuff. I'm just making this music because. Exactly, but
Future said that. He said he don't even drink. He don't drink.
Exactly. So what is the point of putting that message out?
He never popped a pill, but he rap about it.
What's the point of putting the message out? It's negative. Stop putting this negative message out with their music.
In the 90s, they said sex sale. Now drug sale. Everybody's junkies.
We just need to have a positive outlook on everything we possibly can.
I mean, you see J. Cole. You see the backlash. He just got there talking about canceling him for a song that was powerful for our people.
Everybody gonna have their own opinion.
I was sitting there like,
and I think you have to respect everybody's opinion when they talk about a topic. But if it ain't positive, we don't want to hear it. Man. I think that's what this is about. If it ain't positive or if it ain't toward changing, we don't want to hear it.
Yeah, that's how everybody is, though, bro. Like for certain people, though, like they won't listen if it's positive. Yeah. They'll only listen if it's something negative. Yeah. If it's something violent, if it's something ignorant.
And that's what
people only like that.
And that's what the news puts out, and that's what a lot of big social media like news brackets put up because drama sells, negativity sells. Right. People love drama. Every reality show is drama. Yeah. And why do you think it's so successful? Because people love drama. And we have to cut that out. We have to cut the negativity out. We have to cut the drama out. Right. Exactly. If things ain't right, why listen to it? That's the mindset we have to have.
It's a perfect example. I had somebody tell me, man, I like that one song you did, but that one, I couldn't get with it. Like, it was too preachy. Like, it was so much. You just
because you're preaching positivity.
But look, though, I said, did you listen to it to the end? He's like, nah, man, it was just so much preachy beginning. I said, at the end, I was talking about the struggle of selling drugs in the streets. He's like, well, I gotta run that back. So as soon as I start talking about how these sell drugs in the streets, I was trying to make it out, then you gotta run the song back.
Don't take part of the message, take the whole message.
Take the whole message.
The whole
take
message.
The good with the bad.
Exactly.
I had to tell you where I'm at now, and then let you know where I came from.
Exactly. And talking about this social injustice is not the easiest thing.
Nah, it ain't.
It's really hard because everybody has their own opinion about it. And we don't necessarily, on this podcast, we don't necessarily want to rub people the wrong way. We just want to give y'all our honest opinions about it.
We really don't know what to do to fix. We don't know what to work. We just give
exactly.
Our idea, but
we really just give our honest opinion about it and what we think should change. Maybe we don't have a answer for it, but we want it to change. So that's what y'all are for. We want y'all feedback of how y'all think it should change or what y'all ideas are. Yeah. So let us know, man.
What y'all think should happen with the police? Should they have police? Should we rebel and be on our own? Like, I think that's what they're waiting on, though, for us to rebel so they can kill us.
Yeah.
So they can just really just gun us down.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That's what it feels like.
Okay, they turned terrorists, now we can just kill them.
That's what it feels like.
That's what it feels like, yeah. You know what's funny, though? Social media has kind of become the news for black people, like Shade Room and Baller Alert and all that. They post the good stuff that nobody sees because the news will go post the riot.
The news stuff don't post
they don't ever post the peaceful protest with 50,000 people in the street in London and downtown LA. They just did the Black LGBT march in Hollywood. Yeah. They just did Justice for Them. They didn't show none of that, but social media showed it. That's kind of becoming the news for the minority now.
But y'all, if y'all out there and y'all doing these peaceful protests, keep doing it, man. Yeah. Because don't let the news sit here and rattle y'all or paint this picture that y'all doing something negative. Right. Keep doing these peaceful protests. Keep on hammering it into these politicians' minds that we need change around the world. Whether it's these statues, whether it's flags, anything that has come to a negative part in our history, we need a change to it. So keep on fighting and keep on marching and keep on protesting.
Now, if y'all doing it in the winter, I'm with y'all. I don't do the heat. I ain't coming out right now. I ain't gonna lie. December, I'm out there though. I'm out there hoodied up. You feel me? I'm looking for Zimmerman. You feel me?
But
We out there.
one thing I want to hit on, one thing I want to hit on, I've seen a lot, and I had an experience with it a couple days ago, was about these statues, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I work where I work. I ain't telling y'all where I work, but a guy came in, and he's a guy that drops off stuff normally, and he's an older guy. He's an older white guy, and he was saying, and I don't necessarily. I don't know why, but he just brought this to me. He was like, man, they tearing down our statues. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, first of all, these ain't art statues. These ain't art statues. None of these statues I agree with. And it's just like, and it bugged me out because he brought it to me. I'm like, do he not know I'm black?
He can't see, bro.
Like, I know he's an older guy, and I talked to this guy. He's a cool dude and stuff. He had his glasses on.
He knew.
And I'm all like, he really bring this up to me. Like, I'm going to sit here and agree with him. And it's like, I look at some of these statues. I seen one statue, I forgot where it was. It's Abraham Lincoln with a slave next to him on her knees. Like, it seemed, I don't know if she's begging him or thanking him or anything. But it's just like, how the heck would y'all want this statue up?
Thank you for freeing me, master.
Like, what? It's another one with,
You're doing South Carolina, too.
what is, I forgot the name, but he got an Indian next to him and a slave next to him, and he's on a horse, I believe.
Oh, it ain't Christopher Columbus.
No, it's not Christopher Columbus.
I can't have him next to no
But
Indian.
it's just like,
disrespectful.
how do y'all think these statues are a great message to people that actually look at them?
And it's funny, people be over there, that's history. Like, okay.
Y'all history is bad.
Bad, bro. Like,
Y'all history, if you look at American history is come from, it's just enslavement and killings. If you really look at deep American history, it is nothing but enslavement and killings of taking over somebody's property.
It still is.
And it still is in
People
some
in
form or
prison,
fashion.
enslaved,
Exactly.
People still getting killed.
So why would you want a statue that represents that or a flag that represents that to fly and be flown because it's your history?
The sad part is America has the shortest history of any country. It's only 400 years of history. And it's like you got all of this going on in 400 years.
Yeah. And it's
It don't even
ridiculous.
make sense.
So, yeah, Black Lives Matter, and I'm a black man, and I'm going to say it. Black lives do matter. So, y'all keep on pushing this envelope. Y'all keep on marching. Y'all keep on doing what y'all got to do because change is among us, and we're going to make change.
Now, I got to touch on something. The whole Black Lives Matter thing, these all lives matter people, I don't have no problem with saying all lives matter.
Okay.
But we're not talking about all lives right now. Look, this house is right here, right?
All right.
This house on fire. It's like, oh man, that black house is on fire. We got to put it out. That black house matters. This house over here, well, all the houses matter. Nigga, your house ain't on fire. Nigga, what are you talking about? We don't care. Of course you matter. We trying to help the person who else on fire. The black community on fire right now. That's why Black Lives Matter. We ain't saying y'all don't matter. We just saying right now we worry about this situation. Y'all been mattering. Y'all been mattering for 500 years. Black, that's disrespectful. All lives matter. What?
Yeah.
Then do is Black Lives Matter. No, they don't. Oh, I wish I was in Glendale. They don't do that in the hood. They come to the hood do that. Niggas ain't gonna make it out. I see, look, I gotta get hood on here for me. They be taking me off with all that.
Go ahead,
all these
your
KKK
mind.
people and all these racist dudes coming up to these Black Lives Matter protests, doing all that. Like,
Well,
come
you
to
see what
South
they-
Central
you
and
see
do
where
that.
they do it, though.
They doing Glendale
You see
or
exactly.
Glendora. Come to South Central and do that. I promise y'all it's gonna be a whole different story. You ain't gonna make it home to your mama.
So
Gotta be real.
within the social injustice convo, if y'all got anything to say, positive and negative, we want to hear it.
Hear the truth. Keep it openly honest.
We want to hear the truth. We want y'all to keep it openly honest. We want y'all to DM us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever outlet y'all can
Vent.
DM us and vent.
Let your anger out like I just did. Vent.
So y'all, we want y'all to hear us. But we every episode we gonna have a sponsor, a different sponsor, just to put out different black organizations or black products, or even it don't even necessarily have to be a black product. If you have a good product and we believe in it and we want and we believe in it and we want y'all to sell, we gonna advertise it. So today's product is Breeze Hair Crack.
Breeze hair crack.
Her message pretty much this product is it's a hair care product.
Nourishes the hair. It makes the roots and the edges healthy. It grows edges. It grows hair like crazy. I've seen some videos and some pictures of the hair like just a few months ago. It was at the top of the shoulders and it's like
It grows.
back now.
It's growing.
Good hair care product.
So her message to y'all is It's an all-natural conditioner that is all around nourishing. It restores damages, promotes growth, conditions, hydrates, and divines natural curls.
Now to buy it, you're gonna go on Instagram and you're gonna look up Breeze Hair Crack. That's BRIS Hair Crack. Not crack CACC for you Crips and CACK. You gotta spell it like that. You know, I gotta make sure they know how to spell it the right way. You know, you go in there, DM her, and she got fair prices, and there's a lot of people buying it right now. So you might want to jump on it because she sold out a while ago and had to get some more product.
Yeah, go on Breeze Hair Crack on Instagram. Check it out, and then to buy DM her. So that concludes today's episode, man. So social injustice, y'all keep on marching, man. Y'all know where to follow us, man. On IG at openly_honest_podcast. On Facebook, it's Openly Honest Podcast, and on YouTube, it's Openly Honest Podcast. What about Twitter?
Twitter is O_honest podcast, and then you can hit us up on Gmail too. It's the Openly Honest Podcast at gmail.com.
Absolutely.
Send us all your ideas, what you want to see, vent, whatever you want to do, man. We check all of our favorite stuff and we make sure we stay in tune with the people.
Absolutely, man. I know where to find it. So
exactly. Well, you know, it was a good episode. You know, shout out to the people, and always remember.
Are you being openly honest?